I'm like, you know what? I want to now make a statement. It's the perfect time to make a statement. To make a statement to let you know where your life ends.
Because God has to change your name so he can change your confession. When God wants to take you to a new level, he has to give you a new name because that gives you new language.
You've got to rise above how you feel. It's going to be up to you to take authority over your mind and your emotions. And a lot of times we get frustrated because things seem to be moving too slowly. And when that happens, we start to question whether or not what we really want will ever happen for us.
I am your replacement. Every room that I walk in, I will change the game. I'm influencing neighborhoods and towns. Startups and corporations from the forgotten about hoods to the nations I'm coming to reconstruct and resurrect broken foundations, leaving everybody that protected me out of the equation. The marathon continues. The Lamb of mentality has left a mark. Shout out to the NBA legend Toby and your daughter Jiggy. From Tom Brady to Drew Bledsoe, rain, sleep, or snow, I cry. I am clutch. I am the difference. Maker, I am the game changer.
And mine begins. And so the statement there is, I muster up every bit of strength from their looks on their faces and how they feel and how I'm going to now, from my childhood, where I came from, how I was the bottom of the barrel, I'm now amongst all these uncommon people. I'm now going to now make you feel like you're common. So I use their sadness, their weakness, their parts of their life where, God, this sucks. I'm like all poopy pants and messed up. I use that for my strength. And I have this moment of like, let's say we're in the sand, we're running or whatever. I will do a surge. I will do something where everybody's like, how the f is he doing this?
And he said, I don't want you calling yourself by your old name. Stop calling yourself who you used to be and start calling yourself who you're gonna be. Yeah. Stop calling yourself stupid. Stop calling yourself dumb. Stop calling yourself sick. Stop calling yourself fearful. Stop calling yourself afraid. That's your old name. That's who you used to be, but you're not that anymore. Right now, you got to declare, I'm not calling myself by my old name. I'm calling myself by my new name. And my new name is blessed. Yeah. My new name is rich. Yep. My new name is healthy. My new name is powerful. My new name is confident. God says if you want to see different, you got to say something different.
And from that look on their face, that feeling of, God, man, this guy must be something special. It then surges me further and further and faster and harder for a long time. So it's energy's everywhere. But the thing is, it's so loud that voice in your head of pain and suffering and discomfort and I don't want to do this is so loud that you're unable to really calm it down and say, okay, there's something here. It's a patient calm that you have to bring yourself to say, I know I have something here, but that voice is so powerful that it just wants you just to, let's leave. We're done. We're done. It spazzes you out and you want to go versus saying, let's take a second. Hang on. Before we spaz out, hang on. And in that moment, you can think clearly and find that strength out there for you.
No one will believe in you until you believe in you. And so good people often become seduced by the chatter of their loudest fears. And what I mean by that is we come up with a great idea. Let's say it's to start a project that will allow you to lead your field.
And when he's on this boat, there's a storm. And the storm is there, and the winds are blowing, and the waves are going, and that the thunder is roaring and lightning, and there's this huge storm, so much so that the disciples think they're about to die. And I want to talk to somebody right now who feels like you're in a storm. You feel like you're overwhelmed by life. You feel like the waves of life are trying to take you out. I want to talk to somebody who feels like you're in the middle of a storm right now. A financial storm, a health storm, a relational storm. You just got the worst news of your life. Things you thought were supposed to happen didn't come to pass. You thought you'd be in a different place by now. You're looking at your age and you're saying, I can't believe I thought I'd be in a different place by this time.
Make this moment the moment of truth about yourself. Many of you have been selling yourself short all of your life. You have the opportunity to experience more environmental, physical, and mental abundance. Someone who is in a constant state of elevation, their self-talk is, I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and I know where I came from. I want to continue the conversation of self-awareness. You know, there are a few quotes that I love, I want to share with you as it pertains to the conversation of self-awareness. And the quote is, there is definitely a direct connection between finding your passion and reaching your potential. You will never fulfill your destiny.
Well, it will happen if you refuse to allow fear and impatience to deprive you of what you deserve. It will happen if you don't allow moments of frustration to guide your decisions.
Think about all the people you know in life and say, man, I wish I didn't quit on school. I hate I dropped out. I wish I didn't get divorced. I hate I gave up. I wish I didn't quit the football team because I could have been in the NFL. I wish I didn't quit. I wish I acted better. I wish I didn't get kicked out of school. I wish I didn't give up on my kid. I wish. That is regret.
Never settle.
There's still time. Never settle. There's still time. What are you working on right now? Because sometimes in life, all you got is that one thing. God gave you one thing to do. That's all you got is that one thing. I know life will knock you down. I know life can be tough, but you are on a journey.
Experience kills off the weaknesses. Your childishness begins to die. Your fear begins to leave. Because what you're going through does not intimidate me. It intimidates you. You can quit if you please. You can even take what you got and give it away to 70 other people. But you got what it takes. Because whatever you gave them came from you. You have what it takes. What are you going to do with the time you have left?
When you settle, you will always have regret on what could have been, what should have been. I'm going to say these two powerful words one more time, and I want you to hear me and get them in your spirit. Never settle. If you hang around sharks long enough, it will transform your mindset, and I promise you, you will be like a shark. You will think like a shark, and you can't go backwards, and if you stop swimming, you will die. And don't you ever forget that the rest of your life. Don't you ever stop moving. Don't you ever go backwards. I know what it feels like to sit on a bench. I know what it feels like to get knocked down. I know what it feels like to have a hope and a dream, and nobody believes in it.
There's no better pathway to self-realization and the ennoblement of being than to deposit the highest good that you can conceive of and commit yourself to it. And then you might also ask yourself, and this is definitely worth asking, is do you really have anything better to do? And if you don't, well, why would you do anything else? I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something, because almost everything, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important.
Right now, you're at the worst place in your life that you've ever been. I believe that this is your beginning, but this doesn't have to be your end. That just because you are currently here, this is your present circumstances, that life don't have to end for you right now.
What is it that will give you the drive? What is it that will ignite the courage in you to get up and come back again and again and again?
Your why. Your why is gonna push you when you can't push yourself. When you wanna quit and give up, your why is gonna give you that edge you need, that advantage you need, that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why. Yes, we tired. Yes, we're hungry. Yes, the mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But we cannot quit because we realize we have not reached the goal yet.
Somebody who succeeds, you want to be somebody who builds something, you want to be somebody who people write books about. One day you're going to have to be okay with being baddish for a long time.